Hello everybody. This is my base on Crash Landing, and while this isn't a base tour, it's kind of just where I started. Been playing here for a little over a week. Ender IO is enabled, so I've got the nice pipes. The point of this is to show a few little devices that will help with Pneumaticcraft. These are seed growers. Now, we all know when we get to the point where we're trying to deal with fire flowers that they can be a bit dangerous, but this vacuum hopper device basically catches the seed when it's ready. So instead of the normal, just bone mealing to 6 or 13, you can bone meal to 14 and then it launches the seed and it comes into the chest. So there it's at 14, and it shoots its seed off, and it doesn't go anywhere but into the vacuum hopper because it catches it before it can catch fire to anything. It takes a little bit longer than the other seeds because, it has to go through its regeneration cycle, but it's not bad, and it is a good way to keep it from coming to maturity on its own and causing a base fire. Now this is the one I'm using for squid seeds. So there's water in there, and there's a bit of piping under the blocks here to carry the bone meal. There's a sticker on the barrel so I can access it from the top. But the piping goes into an autonomous activator down in there that bone meals whatever's on top of the water. Works the same for dirt, and I can show that in just a bit. Now the trick here is that sometimes the seed will produce 3, or the plant will produce 3 seeds, and they stick around in the water. There's a clear button to basically chomp whatever's in there, so you can keep an eye on it. When it looks ripe, you chomp it, and it collects the extra seeds at that point. But let me show you the redstone, and then we can give it a test. So the button here activates a dropper. The dropper goes ahead and drops 1 seed. And it also activates this primitive redstone delay, which is basically 8 of the the name went blank on me. These things, all set at 4 ticks. And they come around and they activate the block breaker. Now, it took a little experimentation to get it right, and the delay on this is a little bit longer than the delay for a dirt plant. Oh, by the way, the vacuum hopper one is good for propulsion seeds and a couple of other seeds as well, the ones that launch themselves when they're ripe. Not for the plants that do spawning of animals like the squid seed and the slime seed. Those are going to be done across the way in the dirt variety, the experimental machine that I put together first. This is actually the second model. So the seed plants, it gets bone meal from below and gets chomped when it's about right. It's a little hit and miss. And if we're lucky, we'll see it jam, and then we can see it cleared. The autonomous activator bone meals about once a second, and 8. There it goes, it's jammed. So you hit the other button and it clears any extra seeds. Repeater. Okay. So 8 redstone repeaters is right for this. I set up 9 over here, but I had to turn 2 of them down to no tick or 1 tick because it was the experiment. So this is the machine that I'm using for lightning seeds, but it's also suitable for slime seeds and a couple of the others. There's the clear button, and I've used a stone button for the actual activation. So bone meal twice, chomp. So the delay is about right, with 8. For the dirt plants, you may need to turn one of the repeaters down, but most of them are at 4 ticks. This, just because we're passing, is a basic egg farm. There's 10 hoppers in here, 9 in a square with half slabs and the glasses to break the eggs against. And the 10th one pushes the eggs into the chest. And lastly, the automated farm for sugarcane and cactus. Vacuum hopper is exceedingly useful here, and basically what it does is when the sugarcane gets to either side of the block detector, then it pushes all of the pistons, breaking them off, and then they go into the chest. And the cactus is really, really simple because it's just inside the range for the vacuum hopper, and when it grows, it breaks off automatically. It's been running for a couple of days now. And there it goes. I'm tempted to show you guys the rest of the base, but right now I think this should be about it, because I'm just trying to highlight the points on these machines to grow the Pneumaticcraft seeds without having to dip into Red Logic and controllers and Steve Manager factory stuff and all that other. So it's just a chomper and a delay, and the important thing, the autonomous activator to bone meal through the soil, or the water in that case. Well, that's it.